was just thinking and spending some time with God, and He just put on my heart this passage in Hebrews 3 that I'd been looking at a little while ago. And although I'm not going to read all of it to you, there are a few phrases that have jumped out at me that I think are important for us to take hold of today. And the first one is in the first verse where it says, "Therefore, holy brothers, you who share in a heavenly calling, consider Jesus." And it was that consider Jesus that really jumped out at me, that maybe we need to be very much aware of all that we do, the way that we behave in lining up and waiting at supermarkets to get in, how we deal with the news from the Prime Minister, all these things and what people are doing, that we need to consider Jesus and to see what he would have done in those situations, how he would have acted, how he would have talked to people, and the way that he would have said things. And it's so easy to get pulled into what other people are saying and the negativeness, and that we need to always think about Jesus and the hope that we have in him, and put that across to people, that our hope is not in the everyday things, in the food on the supermarket shelves, or the what's going to happen in the next few weeks, but our hope is in Jesus, and that he is King of Kings and Lord of Lords. And then the other bit that jumped out at me was a bit later on in the chapter where it says, "But exhort one another every day, as long as it is called today, that none of you may be hardened by the deceitfulness of sin." And it was that exhort one another daily that really spoke to me, and the fact that we need to be exalting each other at this time. There are so many emotions going through us at the moment, the ups and the downs, the what ifs, what's going to happen, what's going to do this, what's going to do that, that we just need to encourage each other every day to remember that our hope is in Jesus, that we don't have to worry about what's going to happen tomorrow, because that's in God's hands, and that he has promised to look after us each day. And we need to just keep remembering that Jesus is in control, that he is our hope, and we have a everlasting hope of knowing where we will go, what will happen, and that God is in control. But there are people that need that encouragement to keep their thoughts focused on Jesus, to consider Jesus, and to keep that hope in their minds, and to help them deal with all that they come across and all that is happening at this time. I just hope this will be an encouragement to you to just think and remember each other, to pray for each other, to send emails, to text, to phone, whatever it is, to just encourage that person, those people, to keep that hope in Jesus alive and up in the forefront and embedded into them, because that is our hope, that we have in Jesus, that he will be the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, that he is the one who is in control and will bring this to an end in his own time and for his good. Hope this is an encouragement, and that you will just take it on board over the next few days.